So I'm sitting here with Gary Pearl, who has just launched a company with Skylar Moore to fund independent films in an innovative way. Gary, tell us about this new way of financing independent film that you're getting off the ground.
Okay, so Sky Moore's model for years has been, why don't we fund films off of box office?
Okay.
And so when we went to him and we brought up this model of taking the P&A spend of a film and bringing it back to the beginning of the process, where the sales agents are selling the foreign, he saw the model, understood that this is a really great way to do it. By allowing filmmakers to come in early, knowing that they're going to have a percentage of their P&A spend.
Okay, so let me just make this real simple. You are going to fund movies from the script stage or very early on with P&A funding. You'll commit that money up front, right? Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly right.
Okay,
so what we are doing is we're letting the filmmakers know that we're going to come in to backstop a third of the P&A.
Okay.
That's going to allow the sales agent to sell the films theatrically across the world in each territory for higher values. That allows the filmmaker to have more money early on when they go to the bank to fund their films.
So money that would usually come in towards the end of the process, you're going to be committing at the front of the process.
Early on, so the filmmaker has a lot more left over at the end to fund their film at higher values.
And how much of a P&A spend on independent film is your company going to be?
We're willing to back up to a third of the P&A.
Up to a third of the P&A. So give me
so on a budget range of $12 million, and theoretically they're going to have a $12 million theatrical to really fully realize that film.
Yep.
We would come in to backstop $4 million of that P&A, which gives them a better spot at the negotiating table with the distributors when they're ready.
And why is that? Why does it give them a better
because ultimately a distributor comes in and says, well, they look at their values based on the ancillary, not on the theatrical.
Okay.
And the theatrical really feeds that. At the end of the day, all you're trying to do in theatrical is break even. What we allow you to do is come in with more money with less risk, so the theatrical distributor can actually spend more money creating the long-term value of that film, which is great for everyone involved.
It does make sense. I bet the independent studios are going to love this too, because it gives them another partner. Is this? Have you funded any films yet, or when did you?
No, we're literally just launching it this week in Toronto. Right now, my goal here is just to meet people and explain what it is, because it's a new concept, and I'd love to, by the end of the year, to be able to tell you that we've funded a lot of films.
What would be your goal? Say by the end of this year, how many films would you like to be involved with?
I think we'd like to be involved in, by the end of this calendar year, 3 to 4 films. By the end of a 12-month period, 12 to 15.
And do you have a limit to how much you can be spending at any given time on a suite of films? I mean.
No, it's truly up to negotiation, because we have several funds that are interested in participating.
Okay, great. Thank you, Gary Pearl. Nice to meet you.
Thanks, Sharon.